Oh, sorry, I thought I was watching one of my videos. But I was recording one of my videos. So, welcome back to another CreepyPasta reading. And let's begin. Let's read again. Lost Silver. Yay. What's it been, like 3 months since I last uploaded a CreepyPasta reading? Anyways, I'm going to read from where I left off. I was at what I now know is next to the end. There was apparently no music playing, but for some reason I still felt like something was there that could be heard. I was back in my room in New Barktown. Maybe finally I get to play this game properly. But who am I kidding? I knew that sadist must have done something. I walked around my room to interact with things. As I'm a bit afraid to go down the stairs to see what was awaiting there. No, I said walked while the background was moving. Gold was not moving as his transparent limbs at all while doing so, just floating like those ghosts you see in Diamond and Pearl. Except the radio computer and TV did not work, so I had no choice but to go downstairs. I ended up in the lower level of my house. Everything appears normal, except Mom wasn't home. I thought it said falling, but it said failing. Failing to interact with anything in this room, I decided to go outside. To my surprise, that door leading outside at the south didn't work. Instead, I just walked straight through it to avoid. I continued moving south to what the frick was going on. My house vanishes as I head south into the void. It was creepy as when I entered the void. The outline on Gold's transparent sprite turned white to contrast with pitch black. Sorry about that. Eventually I reached a white area, and Gold's sprite turned black and transparent again. I continued south without thinking of stopping at all. After a long trek south, I finally encountered something. It was Gold's regular sprite. I talked to it. He said, "Goodbye forever." Notably with the space in between the forever and ... and vanished. As that happened, it said, "Question mark, use nightmare," which at that point, I would not deny that being possible. Gold did another escape rope animation, spinning slowly downwards like before. I'm now back into that small hollowed room surrounded by graves earlier. Or at least I say I was back there, as there's no sprite anymore. I tried to walk around, but nothing moved. Not even wall bumping noises. I checked my trainer profile with absolutely no gold sprite left. It said I have 0 badges, and all the pictures of the Johto gym leaders on the bottom were replaced with skulls. I checked my Pokemon, which were all level 25 unknown. As expected, I spelled out a phrase that I dared to read. I am dead. As soon as I went back to the overworld, the room I suddenly was in was then covered with the same blocks as the walls. I then figured out what exactly that room was when the final text was said. Sorry if I'm repeating myself. Rest in peace. ... That room was a big grave surrounded by other graves. Gold has already been dead. He died, presumably, and a few years after he defeated Red. He was a young trainer who Despite his efforts in collecting so many badges and attempts at becoming a Pokemon master, was still unable to avoid the inevitable fate of death, and his efforts were eventually forgotten by the next generation. I was unable to escape from that text no matter what I pressed. I tried resetting the game and the same thing happened, at which I then finally decided to give up on that horrible nightmare. After that experience, I will never look at the gimmick unknown the same way again. They say that only the first generation have folktales and legends, but the second generation has shown me how unpleasant the truth can be. I eventually enjoyed Soul Silver immensely, but I still can't unthink what the rigged game has told me. Alright, so that was the ending of my CreepyPasta reading of Lost Silver. I gotta say, it was a really interesting read. I've heard of many videos talking about this game, this CreepyPasta story. One of the most famous Pokemon YouTubers, the J-Wits, even played this game. I gotta say, it was a really fun experience reading this. I've heard of this story when I was a kid, actually, while I was searching up Pokemon videos. Yes, a lot of creepy things that I watch come from my childhood. Don't ask why. I also watched an anime when I was little, and I didn't even know it was an anime. Anyways, Lost Silver, you were awesome, never change again, and remember, guys, you can't always escape your death, no matter how hard you try. You can't escape the fate of death. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video, or CreepyPasta reading if you want me to read more. Bye bye. Oh, I forgot to say, may the Triforce be with you.